EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Los Angeles Rams and our home team. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Yeah, boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And this is why more and more teams are getting their wide receivers involved in the running game. When you've got playmakers on the perimeter, you've got to get creative and find ways to get the ball in their hands. And here, this is a great job to get that initial contact and turn it into a big play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down. Fox looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing the 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On 1st down, Fox. Looking right sideline, that's complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Fox. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Fox. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
So on 4th down, Kevin Stefanski trots out the field goal unit.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Yards remaining on 2nd down.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? What were they?
15 cents.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Fox. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. On third down, Fox. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Fox toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down.
But Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance going for it on 4th.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1 yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's long. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. I'll guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it at midfield. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Fox. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up, but I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Fox. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they try the right side here. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The Rams on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
I'm trying to understand. I just can't. I'm trying to understand.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Bentley, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. From the gun, Fox, and he will find his man on the end route, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Fox, and a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the gun, Fox. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
My ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Back to throw. Fox. And that is incomplete here. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Looking to throw. Fox. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The football going back to the Rams now. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The 20. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. 65 yards. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the jets, and took it all the way.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Tate to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
second quarter action. 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw on second down. Fox. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 43.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the
touchdown, Seahawks from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now for the point after. And the lead is now 13. Just a 4-play drive that time. And off for the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Rams. From 6 yards away. And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Tate to return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. On 1st and 10, Fox. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Operating from the gun, Fox. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A final shot before break. Fox. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, this is the second of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the 4 teams who will meet in the league championship games next Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22. We got this. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And I don't know what more they need to see of him than what we're going to see in this player montage. He's been great. Why aren't they winning this game, I guess, is the question.
It is a good question, isn't it? Remember the time we spent with them in practice beforehand and had that little twinkle in his eye where he thought, hey, we can get some bombs in this game. We can get deep, and that's exactly what's going on. But I don't think he thought if they could do that they'd be on the losing end.
They might need more of this air raid attack. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Wide open receiver, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Curtis. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the third. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And a long run there in the end to top it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. On first down, Bentley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Back to throw. Fox. This is caught by Tate. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
They'll run on first down. Bentley. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Looking to throw. Fox. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Fox. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 2nd down, Bentley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Unsuccessful pass on 3rd down, but at least you got 3 points here in your hip pocket.
Yeah, and I would take it from my hip pocket and put it right on the shoe of my kicker and go get those 3 points. This isn't even a discussion to me. This is a chance to take the lead after a good drive. Do it.
And his kick is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So a response there to the touchdown, the opening drive of this 3rd quarter, as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think he'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match him touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
LA set to take over again on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Second and 3. Throw left side complete. That's Curtis. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And to give this time to the tailback. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is up to 5. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off play action. Fox. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. You need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Throwing on 1st down. Fox. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to Toronto. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 18.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Fox. This is caught.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. From the gun, Fox. Touchdown! A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead.
Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. They'll look to throw. That's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a handoff looking right.
59 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are.
at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now, their friend, as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Fox. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Fox. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw. Fox. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. To throw on second down. Fox. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. L.A. rep.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Seahawks are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw here. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 72 yards.
And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Tate to return.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Bentley, and he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. On 2nd down now, Bentley. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the gun on 3rd down, Fox. Wide open receiver, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. They go down to a knee, and With that, they're off to the NFC title game. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.